Have you ever considered why some people achieve great success while others, despite their efforts, seem to encounter failure at every turn? It's a fascinating conundrum, isn't it? You'd think that the most talented or intelligent among us would naturally rise to the top. But if you look closer, you'll often find that's not always the case. In fact, it's not uncommon to see those with less obvious talent or intelligence outperforming their more gifted counterparts. So, what's their secret? It's not a special formula or a magic potion, it's something far less tangible but infinitely more powerful. It's resilience. It's the gumption to take on adversity, to dust oneself off after a fall and to keep going despite the odds. They say that failure is the stepping stone to success, but perhaps it's more accurate to say that the ability to overcome failure is the real key. Success, it seems, has a lot more to do with perseverance than with inherent talent or intelligence. Consider the story of Thomas Edison, whose inventions have shaped the modern world. Born in the mid-19th century, Edison was not a child prodigy. In fact, his teachers deemed him too difficult to teach due to his incessant curiosity. Unfazed, Edison pursued knowledge relentlessly on his own, embodying the spirit of self-learning. His journey to inventing the electric light bulb, an invention that illuminates our lives even today, was far from a straight path. It was a road marked with 10,000 failed attempts. But did Edison see these as failures? Not in the least. In his own words, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Now imagine that. He experimented with over 10,000 different materials, hoping to find the right filament for his bulb. From carbon to bamboo, Edison tested them all. Each unsuccessful attempt was a lesson learned, a stepping stone towards his goal. He saw each failure not as a setback, but as an opportunity for improvement. Edison's story is not just about inventing the light bulb. It's about the relentless pursuit of innovation, the unwavering faith in one's abilities, and the unyielding resilience in the face of adversity. It's about not letting the fear of failure deter your path to success. Edison could have stopped at any point, concluding that his idea was impossible. But he didn't. He persevered, he pushed on, and in the end, he succeeded. His invention of the practical electric light bulb revolutionized the world, transforming the way we live, work, and play. So next time you switch on a light, remember the man whose tenacity and resilience made it possible. Remember the man who found 10,000 ways that wouldn't work, until he found the one that did. Edison's story is a testament to the power of resilience and determination. Let it serve as a gentle reminder that success is often found not in the absence of failure, but in our response to it. J.K. Rowling, the author of the wildly successful Harry Potter series, is another perfect example of overcoming adversity. Her journey to success was not a smooth paved road. Instead, it was a path filled with jagged rocks and steep inclines. Before she became the world's most successful author, Rowling faced numerous rejections and lived in near poverty. She was a single mother, struggling to make ends meet, while fervently working on her manuscript in her spare time. Her idea about a boy wizard was initially dismissed by 12 publishing houses. Each rejection, a blow to her dream, but she remained undeterred. She once said, "It is impossible to live without failing at something, unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all." This quote perfectly encapsulates the spirit that Rowling embodied on her journey to success. She was not afraid to fail. In fact, she embraced it. She understood that failure was not a dead end, but a stepping stone to success. Rowling's perseverance eventually paid off. Her manuscript was finally accepted by Bloomsbury, a small British publishing house. The rest, as we know, is history. The Harry Potter series has sold over 450 million copies worldwide and has been translated into 78 languages. But it's not just the numbers that make her story remarkable. It's the fact that she persevered in the face of adversity, that she believed in her story when nobody else did, and that she did not let failure deter her from her path. She turned her struggles into a stepping stone and her rejections into motivation. Rowling's journey shows us that failure is not a full stop, but rather a comma on the path to success. It's a pause, a moment of reflection, a chance to learn and grow. And most importantly, it's a reminder that success is never a straight line. It's a winding road filled with obstacles, but those who persevere, who embrace failure and learn from it, are the ones who ultimately reach their destination. Oprah Winfrey, one of the most influential women in the world, also had a rocky road to success. Born into poverty in rural Mississippi to a teenage single mother, Oprah's early life was marked by hardship. She was molested during her childhood and early teens, and became pregnant at 14. Her son was born prematurely and died in infancy. These experiences could have broken her, but instead, they shaped her, driving her to rise above her circumstances and strive for a better life. Oprah began her broadcasting career while still in high school, becoming the youngest and first black female news anchor at Nashville's WLAC-TV. She moved to Baltimore in 1976, where she hosted a hit talk show, People Are Talking. Afterward, she was recruited by a Chicago TV station to host her own morning show, AM Chicago, which quickly rose to the top of the ratings. Her success led to the launch of The Oprah Winfrey Show in 1986. It was a hit, and Oprah became a household name. But she didn't stop there. She went on to establish Harpo Productions, becoming the third woman in the American entertainment industry to own her own studio. But perhaps what defines Oprah the most is her belief in turning wounds into wisdom. She once said, "Turn your wounds into wisdom. You will be wounded many times in your life. You'll make mistakes. Some people will call them failures. But I have learned that failure is really God's way of saying, 'Excuse me, you're moving in the wrong direction.'" This ethos has guided her through life, allowing her to transform her pain into a powerful force for good. Oprah's journey is a testament to her resilience and determination. Despite her difficult beginnings, she has managed to carve out a successful career and become a beacon of hope for millions. Her story serves as an inspiration, showing that no matter how tough things get, it's possible to overcome adversity and achieve greatness. Oprah's story is a powerful reminder that our past does not define our future. These stories all illustrate a common theme: the power of persistence. Persistence, resilience, tenacity, grit, call it what you will. It's that dogged determination that refuses to back down in the face of adversity. It's the unwavering belief that whispers, "One more try," when everything else screams, "Give up." Have you ever wondered why some people achieve their dreams while others don't? The answer isn't always tied to talent or luck. More often than not, it boils down to the power of persistence. Imagine a river flowing towards the sea. Over time, this flowing water can cut through mountains, carve out valleys, and shape the landscape. It doesn't happen overnight. It's a slow process, often imperceptible. Yet the river persists, driven by an undying force. That's the power we're talking about here. But let's clarify something important. Persistence is not about repeating the same actions over and over, expecting different results. That's not persistence, that's insanity. True persistence involves learning from each setback, refining your approach, and coming back stronger. Think about it. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a stepping stone towards it. Every time you stumble, you learn. Every time you fall, you gather knowledge. And with each step forward, no matter how small, you move closer to your dreams. Remember the stories of Thomas Edison, J.K. Rowling, and Oprah Winfrey? They didn't reach the zenith without a fair share of trials and tribulations. They faced rejection, criticism, failure, and even ridicule. But what set them apart was their ability to persist. They kept going, they kept trying, they kept learning. Persistence is not easy. It requires courage, resilience, and a strong will. It's about pushing through the storm, even when you can't see the shore. It's about holding on to hope, even when all seems lost. But most importantly, it's about never giving up, no matter what. Remember, it's not about how many times you fall, but how many times you get back up. As we conclude, remember that each journey to success is unique. We've journeyed through the lives of Thomas Edison, J.K. Rowling, and Oprah Winfrey, each a testament to the power of persistence. Edison's numerous attempts before inventing the light bulb, Rowling's initial rejection letters for the now world-renowned Harry Potter series, and Winfrey's rise from a harsh childhood to becoming a global icon. These stories illuminate the path of resilience. Despite the setbacks, the rejections, the disappointments, they chose to learn from their failures and continue forward. Their journeys weren't paved with constant success, but it's their resilience, their refusal to surrender to failure, that has defined their stories. Embrace your journey, with its unique challenges and setbacks. Remember, it's not the absence of failure, but the courage to continue that counts. In the end, it's not the failures that define us, but how we respond to them. So keep going, keep learning, and most importantly, never give up.